Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. For today's first upload, basically I'm kind of late at the moment, but it's a Sunday, family day. So let's start with the transfer list. There is something which I want to speak to you guys about. If you guys have spare time, go ahead, play draft. The draft is really good. You enjoy a ton because of the icons that you can play with, the moments, which basically a lot of us will never afford getting them. Guys like moments Ronaldinho, moments Ronaldo. So basically, I was playing drafts and I ended up losing in the finals to a guy. I was dominating the whole game and basically hitting posts. I think I hit four posts in that game and ended up losing 2-1. I was really pissed about it. So I got two premium gold players pack for winning 3 games out of 4, and I ended up packing Conte. Now I'm gonna have a compilation video coming out soon of all the packs that I've opened through online draft, and this is my second shapeshifter which I've packed. I won't spoil the surprise for the other one that I had packed as well. So do make sure not to miss this video. There's a ton of walkouts, a ton of really good pulls. So I sold this Conte yesterday for 7.95, and at the moment he's around 7.30, so that was a good call. Witzel 15.5. I listed him through the mobile app, and this is why it's not cleared yet. But just for your information, I bought this card for 8k. When I was telling you guys to buy the fodders, basically every single fodder is up at the moment. If we look at guys like Hummels, 18k, I bought him for. He's currently around 25. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I'm just going to make sure I list my cards before we move forward with this video. So just to... Okay, so I don't have much to list here. I've gone quite liquid. I haven't sold all my fodders as well. I just sold the ones that were in my transfer list and the ones I was unassigned on. And FYI, in terms of profit, TP, it's looking pretty good. I just want to share that with you guys. So basically we got a reset because it's a Sunday, but on the weekly already 930k. Monthly, it's also a reset because we're March 1st. 930, but all time at 30 mil now. Seems like 2 weeks ago I was at 25, so in about 2 weeks we made around 5 mil profit. Guys, do let me know in the comments if you guys are trading with me, if you guys are buying stuff that I'm buying too. I would be really interested to know if you guys are doing that, and if so, are you guys making coins, not making coins, losing coins? I don't know. I'd be very interested to know. Just for my information, it makes me feel better knowing that at least I've got some sort of communication with you guys. So let's move forward with today's content. Basically, there's a few things which I want to speak about. Let's begin with Timo Werner. Now, I really want to speak about this guy because I do think there's a very good opportunity to make coins. If you guys remember, only a few weeks ago, now I'm not sure how much he is at the moment. Let's first check his price. I know he was 550 today. Let me just pull him up on Footbin as well. Okay, so here we go. We already got him. He's around 465 at the moment. He's not selling at 465, which is very surprising to me. But the opportunity here, in my opinion, if you guys remember how I did with Leva, I took advantage of the fact that their win streak got reset. Same happened with Leipzig today as they got a draw. Also, just like Bayern Munich had 4 games in a row against weaker teams, and this is the same thing which is going to happen with Leipzig. Now, I do think Leipzig plays this upcoming week. They're going to play against Wolfsburg. After that, they play against 4 very weak teams. Now, I do think they beat Wolfsburg, but let's say, for example, they're not in shape and they lose that game, then the following 4 games will be very easy for them. And during that 4 game span, I do think not only will Timo Werner get upgraded to a 90 because they'll get most probably that 4 game win streak, but he might even get a few informs. If not a few, at least one inform he will get. The same thing we were speaking about Ilicic. If you guys look at the video 2 weeks ago, I was speaking about Ilicic that he may get an inform and his team is playing 4 weaker teams and he will end up getting that upgrade. Now I do think, if I'm not mistaken, Atalanta got the 4 game win streak today, so Ilicic will get upgraded. I'm not 100%, but I'm about 90% sure that this was their fourth win. So the same thing happens with Werner, but the difference here is that Werner is a much more popular player and a much better player than Ilicic is, right? He's 4-star, 3-star, but that's not even important. Werner is a very popular player. I myself love using his player of the month. And at some point, he will get that 4 game win streak because they play 4 weaker teams. So the potential upgrade will be to a 90, and by playing weaker teams, obviously he can get an inform, so he can be 91 when it's all said and done, maybe even more than that. And I do think this card is very undervalued at 465. It's very, very, very undervalued in my opinion. So the opportunity to make coins is right here. Now with Leva, what happened, I do think when I was buying Leva at 700, I wanted to sell him at 1.1 mil. And I do think Leva would be at least north of 1 mil if he was not injured. The thing that happened here that basically ruined the investment of Leva and why I got out of him pretty quickly is that I'm scared with the upgrade. Because Bayern has a 3 game win streak. Let's say they win that fourth one. What I'm scared of is that after this upgrade, people are going to tell themselves that, Leva is injured for the next 3 weeks. Let's just dump the card in the market, and a lot of people bought him. Let's be real. A lot of people bought him at 700, and maybe some of them are holding for the upgrade. And at that point, I do expect this card to crash a bit, maybe go around 800k or maybe a bit below that, before Leva comes back, and this card will rise over 1 mil. I'm convinced. And as soon as the upgrade happens, if there is weakness on the price of this card, if it dips below 850, I'm gonna go once again buy at least a few of him. But at the moment, if I had to choose Leva and Werner, I would definitely choose Werner. I do think this is a very, very good investment, and this might end up paying way more than what Leva paid me. In total, with Leva, I made around 1.5 mil profit. And if I do buy the same amount of Werners, let's say 6 to 7, I might end up making 2.5 mil. That's what I expect, because I do think the real value of this card should be around 700k. But that's just me talking. If you guys trust that investment, then you guys may go ahead with that. Now, I'm not sure if buying him now or if buying him during the week is better. I will wait. I will personally wait during the week and wait for some sort of panic, maybe a new promo coming out or something. And as soon as I see this card going below 450, let's say around 440 or below that, then I will definitely go ahead and start picking him up. So that is one investment. The other one, which I do think is pretty good, is, let me just pull up the notes because I did leave myself a few notes about that. Yeah, so the second player is Tomori. Now, I've been playing with him in the draft, and I do think he's a very, very, very good center back. He's really, really OP'd, and at the moment he's dropping because of links. The people that completed Zakaria, other people that completed Sergio Ramos. Now what happens here is that those people are looking for links, right? If you completed Ramos, you want a La Liga center back. If you completed Zakaria, you want a link investment, which would be a link would be storyline Akanji, who's free, or maybe they go ahead and link him to a Bundesliga center back. Now, I do not know why Tomori dropped. Maybe because people ended up using those Bundesliga teams. But the thing is that EA drops a ton of SBCs from the Premier League, and a lot of us really complain that Most of the players in a promo, most of the SBCs are basically EPL players. So I do think at some point, whenever a good Premier League player will be dropped through SBC, through objectives, or anything like that, maybe a player moments or something like that, then I do think this card will be one of the biggest risers. And in terms of rising, I do think his value would be around maybe 560, 570. So there's quite some coins to be made here. Same goes with another guy from the Bundesliga. It's Kabak. Now, Kabak, the thing with him is that this card was very, very expensive when it first came out. At the moment, he's dropping a ton. Might be because of Zakaria, but let's be honest here. It's not 100% a foot that completed Zakaria. And I do think when this SBC expires, he has very good potential of rising because he's one of the best Bundesliga center backs. After the SBCs, they just disappear. And let's say a lot of people use Akanji, storyline Akanji, and that they haven't completed the SBC of Zakaria. Now, they might go ahead and try this card out. So I do think there is a very good potential of making coins. This is a cheaper card, and I do think this Kaba can rise back around 180, 190. So that's another investment which I really, really like. A lot of center backs are currently very, very low. Now, I don't know, my mind is not fresh, so I'm not able to think. But if you guys look at any center backs that you guys are interested to buying, then I do think at the moment, maximum tomorrow, they are cheapest. They will start rising back again. I'm convinced on that because people like changing teams for their weekend league. And at some point next week, people are going to start using different teams. So at that time, these sort of cards will start rising again. I did see this Delict being sold multiple times below 975. And that's a team of the year. I literally, like, I used this card in the draft. He was so good for me. I really, really, really enjoyed this card. I enjoyed it so much that the first thing I did was that I went and... Wait, just a second. This is my squad battle team. So let me just try and get my regular team, and I'll show you guys that I really, really liked Delict Team of the Year. He was so good for me that I went ahead and I bought him in my team. I bought him for 1.09, and the next day Zakaria was dropped and he went down about 100k, so I did regret that. But I also took Zakaria because I plan on taking Akanji from storyline, and at some point I will give them a try, and if I do like this duo, then it will be basically time for Delict and my team of my untradeable Van Dijk to leave the squad. But I'm not there yet. I'm still... When it comes to my team, I'm not very worried because if you guys look at that, it's Sunday at the moment, Sunday night in the NA. It's 8 p.m. and I still haven't played a single game of Foot Champs. I do really, really enjoy playing draft. The online draft is very, very good. Very fun. You don't have the pressure to play a lot of games at once like Foot Champions would be. The connection is better. You play when you want. You get your 4 wins and you get your packs. You open your packs and you enjoy. So basically, this is what I do like about that. One more thing. If you guys have a look in your club. Now, I didn't know. I almost forgot that we had an EFL League SBC with Rooney that dropped today. By the way, guys, Rooney is fantastic. We're going to talk about this SBC. Just let me finish with that first. So if you guys have those silvers, they have gone up in price a bit. If you guys look at any player from the rewards, their price spiked. So basically the SBC is more expensive today than it was yesterday. So I do think if you guys are interested into selling your silver players, if you guys don't want to complete that SBC, then go ahead and take the coins, because I do think at some point after a day, maybe tomorrow during content drop, if there's a new player, the hype on Rooney will cool down and those players will start coming back down. So do take advantage of that. Speaking about Rooney now, I do think I have him in my favorites. Yeah, this card, if you apply a Mistro on him, he is insane. His agility goes up to 84, becomes a 96 rated cam, and putting a chem style that does not boost the pace is not an issue because at the beginning, how the game was before the first patches, you did need the pace. At this point, even if you have 99 pace, the center back will always catch up to you. So there's no point of boosting the pace, and especially for cams and CMs and DMs, uh, wingers and strikers still important to have pace. Especially once you reach that 60th minute, a lot of center backs have low stam, and for your midfielders, I would say even your cam, you really don't need to boost the pace. They will, if their attack positioning is above 90, whenever you will reach close to the box with your striker, your 99 pace striker, you're always gonna see a guy coming in like running towards the box, which will be a passing option to you, which will be your cam who doesn't have boosted pace. So do not rely that much on pace. I do think um, a lot of cards, if you guys don't boost the pace and maybe boost more important stats, like in this card, I do think agility is the most important one, even the crossing. And this pretty much with the Mistro is pretty good at doing that. So that's Rooney. One more thing which I'm just looking at my notes. I'm sorry for that, guys. I'm not prepared for that. Yeah. Speaking about investments and flips that you guys can do for the upcoming week for Rewards Day, we do have extended weekend league, and because we have the extended weekend league, I do think a lot of people are like me and are not done playing their games. And at the moment, if you go on the market, if we take Doucouré as an example, and let me just try and get him. No, I don't know what's happening. Okay, he's around 85k. So if you go ahead and see this card, like if this was a Friday night and you see 85k on a Doucouré with a shadow, you go ahead and pick him up and you can flip him easily for around 92, make around 3-4k profit. And at the moment, even if you see a shadow at 82, do not go ahead and pick him up because there will always be someone finishing his weekend league games and undercutting you, and you will end up buying this Doucouré at 85 and then see maybe when you wake up in the morning his price is 78. This week we have what we call the perfect storm, which basically means we know Monday is the day to invest in cards, maybe Tuesday at most, Wednesday they start rising a bit before rewards because a lot of people understood that they're buying cards more expensive on rewards day, so they did start buying them on Wednesdays, which is just something I've noticed. Now this week you've got the perfect storm. Monday, now a lot of people are done playing weekend league since some of them are done since Saturday, some of them since Sunday, today. And I do think tomorrow is when you will see guys, this is what I was talking about. If I would have bought him at 85 at the moment, there's an undercut at 81. And if this one doesn't get bought, I won't be surprised if there's another undercut at 79, maybe even cheaper than that. So I was talking about the perfect storm. Now what happens is that tomorrow cards will be at their cheapest. I do think if you guys want to buy any sorts of cards to flip or for your team, I do think tomorrow around when the weekend league expires, when it's all done, if not Tuesday morning. Now this is bearing we see any sort of SBC, a crazy SBC, a mid-icon pack, or EA just starts dropping loading screens about new promos and stuffs like that, which I don't think will happen. I don't think we have a promo lined up right now. We may have a break, but maybe a mid-icon pack or something like that. If there is nothing of this sort, then I do think max Tuesday morning is the buy time. Cards will be at their absolute cheapest because there will be panic. There will be people listing their cards because they're done playing weekend leagues, and other people that had that are already done and they're trying to sell their cards. So basically, I do think we have that perfect storm. So if you guys want to invest in that, then do go ahead and buy them. Team of the week are cheapest at the moment. I don't expect them to be any cheaper. This is also unless EA actually drops maybe a 50k pack challenge tomorrow, which is something that if you keep that in your mind, that you know every time you want to invest that EA might drop this, might drop that, you will never be able to get the price that you want, and you will just see people buying, and once you start buying, you buy them more expensive. This is not the way to think. If it happens, it happens. You take your loss, you cut them short, you cut your loss short, and you know you move on to the next trade. Now, if I want to invest in Aubameyang, maybe not invest in him, maybe buy one or two to flip him. But I'm trying to see if I can get this card with an undercut at around 225. If I would see him at 225, I'm picking this card up because his 90 headliner is very, very expensive. Last time I checked, he was around 900k. Let me just have a look at him at the moment. How much is he going for? If he's below 800, I'd actually buy him. Okay, no, he's not. It's not even surprising because that card, this looks like a very, very good card. 850. Okay, so he's around. Okay, so he's dropping at the moment, which means we may see maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow this card maybe at around 800k. This one has a hunter, but you don't really need a hunter with Aubameyang. Okay, either way, guys, this is pretty much it. I did claim my squad battle rewards. Now, since we're already in a video, why not? Let's just go ahead and open them. We never know. Maybe I might get lucky and pack a shapeshifter here. So nothing in the first pack. I don't even think I've got transfer list space. Just gonna send them. Keep him. I've traded so much with non-rares that I do know which non-rares usually spike up in price when there's challenges. This is why I kept smalling there. That's going to be an inform. Imagine we would have pulled an Aubameyang right there. I was talking about Aubameyang and we pull him. That would be crazy. But that wasn't a walkout inform. But we never know. There may be a walkout in that pack. No, not really. But I'll take the inform any day of the week. Guys, do make sure if you guys like watching pack openings, then do have a look at the video I'm gonna post. Most probably I'm gonna upload it tomorrow. I may do it today, but I'm kind of tired, so maybe it might be today/tomorrow. Do make sure you watch it. There's a ton of really, really good pulls. So last pack, once again inform, but not a walkout. That's gonna be, I think that's Loic Remy, right? Okay, not bad for squad battle. Basically, I was just trying to complete the challenges, the objectives, and there is that glitch. If you guys are not aware about, do have a look on YouTube. I'm pretty sure other YouTubers have made that video. There's a glitch with the fake shot. So basically what I was doing, I was playing a game, doing that glitch and editing a video. And basically what happens there is that you end up winning the game. And so 2 informs packed, not bad. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it for today. If there's other things that you guys want me to speak about, then do let me know in the comments. I'm very open to that. I'm trying to know what you guys like to see on this channel. I don't have much communication with you guys, but otherwise the support has been great recently. I'm very, very thankful for that. And for today, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next one. Bye.